Hello again, everyone. Today we are shooting bows and arrows. And here are the two bows in question, my bow and my dad's bow. My dad is letting me shoot his bow, and he'll get me another bow because I'm getting into archery. And right now it's kind of a bad thing right now for me to be out here because there's so many freaking mosquitoes. But I'm still gonna make this video for you guys anyways, because I requested it myself and I just chose to go through with it. So here we are. So let's do this thing. First up, we're going to have a representation of how powerful my bow is by first shooting its normal arrow, which is the normal load you use for this bow. Oh my god, it just slid across the yard. It has been found, everybody. Took me a little bit to find it, but I got it. Anyways, that one's just full draw. But since we have 6 arrows to use, here are 2 that belong to my mom's bow. And here we go. Using my arrow again to try to get a hole in it. Nope, it is kind of going all over the place, to be honest. But now, the last 3 are my dad's, and they are the longest arrows that I have right now, currently. So, yeah. Okay, I totally messed up that one. It's messed up the aim with that. Okay, this last one, I'm going to take a deep breath and focus to aim. That is how regular archery as still target is done. You take a breath and you focus, line up your shot, and then let go. But speed archery, that's a different story entirely. And now, we're going to start this part of the video with my dad's bow. And this time, the purple and green and white arrows will be used first. And unlike my bow, this one has a little carve out here where you put it right there and then rotate it to where you like it, put it on the string, and then bada bing, bada boom, you got yourself a recipe for something to get penetrated through and stick into the target, which is quite frankly what we see here, because of course it is. Now let's continue with the barrage of arrows. That was a bullseye. Guys, I just got a bullseye. Oh my god. I just got a freaking bullseye there, dudes. Trying to keep the stuff out of the shot, but I can always move the target over here so that it's out in the middle. Yeah, that's still relatively in the middle. It's more in the middle than it was, but here's my mom's arrows. Ooh. 3, 2, 1. I just got into the same hole as the other arrow. And now, finally, my arrow. The reason why I'm using it last is because the way how my last arrow broke, the second arrow of my bow, was because I shot them first, and then I shot my mom's, and one of hers broke my arrow. Not this one, the other one that I had in prior videos of the archery series, which this will be a part of, so go check out the other ones if you haven't already. And tell me what I should shoot at, like still targets. Like, should I shoot at fruit? Should I shoot at a watermelon? Should I even shoot arrows while running? Which is something I've already done with my bow, actually. However, with a bow like this, you're going to be able to do it a lot easier. Now, if you're wondering, why do I have this hat? Easy. It's to help me keep my neck from getting sunburned. So, yes. I know that there's a bunch of funny things on the internet, but this is not one of them. And just to tell you guys, when you shoot one of my dad's arrows, if you take a look at the tip, you'll notice there's nothing sticking out of the sides, unlike these three, which have a little ridge that sticks up just a little bit. And that ridge is what gets it embedded into the fabric of the target and makes it harder to actually remove. But with my dad's arrows, you can take one of these arrows, do that, and just go over and pull it out nice and quick. Like, just take a look. Very easy, because it's all one cylinder. Now we're switching it up a little, just as we've always have on this channel with the target. Now we have the deer side, which means now it looks more like an actual animal you would be hunting with a bow and arrow, because bows and arrows are actually still very useful against a deer when you're hunting them. However, that's only in hunting season. Okay, that's humiliating, but not really bad, because I was trying to show off and then it just got stuck there. And I'm leaving that part in the video because why not? That would be crappy because that is right in front of the chest area. Like, it would graze the chest, but if it was moving, it would go into the sternum of the, it would go into the area there and damage that a lot. That's just into the back, into one of the ribs or something. That is if it doesn't go between the ribs. Because that is basically what the sternum and ribs are for. They are supposed to protect your internal organs. And they basically serve the same function as ours if they're in any animal with bones. So keep that in mind. Okay, that would be a miss. But if it was moving, it would get hit in the leg. And now, shorter arrows that are the same length as mine. Still, I'm keeping that in the video because that just went tumbling through the air. Oh my god. Ooh, that would be crappy to get hit right in the back complex for the joints and some of the intestines there. If we were to think of it as what damage would do if I hit those different areas. Therefore, I'm saying it now. Intestinal damage, back injury, and frontal neck area injuries. And front leg complex issues now. And then finally, last arrow. Think of this thing as a bullet sponge, but for arrows instead of bullets. Okay, that's a miss, but it still technically touches the target, so that's round over. There we go. There. Boom. First 3 arrows. And last 3 arrows. Easy. Easy peasy. It's getting a little breezy over here where I'm at, but you know, it feels nice actually to have a nice little breeze come through. But whenever you're shooting a bow and arrow, a slight breeze is all that needs to happen in order to throw an arrow off course because of these fletchings at the end of each arrow. When you shoot an arrow, the fletchings make the arrow spin to stabilize itself in flight. And you may be wondering, but also why do arrows bend when you shoot them? Simple. To also bend slightly whenever it goes around the bow to go into a straight line, and any remaining bends in it straighten out as it reaches its target. But these aren't made of wood, they're made of metal. Well, my dad's are, my mom's are, mine is not. But still. These things are not something you want to mess with. Oh, that would be a painful one. That hit right in front of the leg. Right in the spine. That would be a solid blow. Oof, right in the belly. And finally, last one. Right in the leg. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and grab the target and examine it with you guys so that we can see where exactly every arrow hit on the target this time. Yeah, that is not good. My arrow hit the front leg one of my dad's arrows hit one of the back legs, which would definitely suck to get hit with. And it would basically partially immobilize the animal if you were hunting it. And keeping on theme with examining it, one did definitely miss, but another hit right here in the spine area, and one hit right in the belly. And this one was an almost complete solid shot. It almost hit the area right around here, which would have been a instant non-able to escape. Basically, instant fatality for the animal in this case. But you know, that's fine. And it's starting to sprinkle over here, so you guys, I will see you in the next one. Stay safe out there, and of course, like, subscribe, and comment down below what is your favorite archery style. Is it Mongolian? Is it the archery styles of those in fantasy? Please let me know. Please elaborate. And I will see you guys next time. See ya!